I ain't sniffed enough of this stuff in the last 2 days.
No, you haven't. Welcome back to Mid-10, y'all. As you can tell, rained a little bit, so we're rained out of field day. So rain day means shop day. Projects today are air ride seats in the 2955. So we have new base, new seat, and a second seat because UPS lost one. See the box is all tore up here? So we gotta get this one, put in this box, and ship back to them in a minute because they lost one. It was in transit for about a week. So they sent us a new one while that one was lost. Alex is working on taking the seat out right now. We'll kind of go through the stuff as we go and may do a little interior work. Alex found some interior material, can't talk today, at Walmart that pretty much matches up to John Deere original material. So we got a little material, we're gonna patch up some of the interior too while we got it. We done got one side done, we're gonna do the other side around the levers and stuff once we get the seat out. So he's in here pulling the seat out right now. And we'll catch back up with you guys here in a little bit when we get seat out. Progress update. So we got the old seat out. We got so this was the floor pan underneath the seat. Had surface rust, we scratched it up. We scratched it up good, vacuumed it off. Put a can of paint down on it. We, if you notice, there's a hole in this guard. This is where your lift arms come up. So what we have done, you can see the washers and pop rivets. We've took a piece of half-inch thick rubber mat, drilled holes in it, popped rivet to the bottom on both sides because we can't get those pieces right now. And we do not want to be having to take the seat back out to change those. So that's what we've done. So I've got half of it over here done. Got the middle done. So we're about to foam this side right here and then add a little bit more. Add a little bit more of this material. I got it at the Walmart. That's where I found it at. Did you get those scissors?
Where's scissors at?
Knife drawer. So I was able to find the material, and they had this nice half-inch thick foam, which is working out about right. So I'm gonna get this foam laid out, get it cut to shape, we'll get it glued down, we'll catch up with y'all in a little bit. So we got the interior of the tractor basically done. We're about to start putting the K&M seat together. We got the bracket, got the air base, we have aired it up so we can get to it. Use the drill battery, so you just put your positive, negative, and...
No. It ain't plugged in, is it?
Well, it ain't plugged in. It helps if it's plugged in. It's a pro tip right there, folks. Plug it in. And it works. You can air your seat up some. Because you're going to have to pull the skirt off. Yeah, because we got to take the skirt off right here. Should be able to pull it off this. There. Now we can get in here. I'm going to put 2 in it and air it down. Make sure you don't bind up. You can.
See it bound up in there.
Oh, you're good. Okay, so the kit comes with all this hardware right here, which basically has 4 different bolts. Has 4 of these, 4 of these,
4 of these, and then nuts, lock washers, bolts. And it's made for different seats and air ride. So for this one, 2955, we're using these gold bolts here, which is 10 millimeter. We'll use that down to the plate. Like I said, we've aired it up, put the bolts on there loose, and lowered it back down, and they seem to be not in the way of anything. So we'll use them. I think we'll put some Loctite on them because we don't want them working loose, and tighten them up. But if you do this for your seat, you try to play with the hardware and see which one fits best. But 2955 John Deere, that's what we're using on this. Seems to work. Got her tightened up here. We have put red Loctite on these bolts here just because they're on the bottom and don't work loose, so they're tightened up. Next step is to put the slides on. We're going to look at see if we can put slides on before or after we put it in the tractor. We're not sure yet, so flip it over, look at it, and see what we do from there. Next step is we have put the bracket with the air ride in there. We haven't taken the slides off the seat. I think we're going to try to just set the seat on there like that, bolt it up like that. We are going to use the some black shorter Allen heads that thread in there. They look like it'll be smooth with the rails, so we'll try to use them to bolt it up. We'll bolt it up and see if that looks right. Maybe it will. We got the chrome Allen head one. That's what go in there. These right here. Put it on both holes. Put it very furthest one back. It need to be up one. We don't line up any holes in front. So we'll move these up one, scoot the whole stick back a little bit, and try it again. That should fix it.
Yeah, should.
Should. Oh, turn there, should.
Boom. Seats in. Seats in, interior's redone on the bottom. And see, look, nice air ride, up and down. Press the button. So we already had a hole in the floor right here where somebody had a different style loader on here at one time, so we run the power cord through there. And right now we got it running. I'm letting my wire connectors dry where I glued them here and there. We got it run up here, that way you don't get in the way of a rear differential lock. If we don't like it up here, we might come back and run the power wire right through here. But main thing is keep it out of the way. You know, not too shabby. I got a few wrinkles in it. You know, this part looks bad. I got a little overspray glue. Got this new piece in, because it's all busted up. We still got to recover this, and we got to do up here by the radio. But this seat that was in here was broken. The suspension snapped 2 roll pins in it. And instead of fixing it and running the old suspension with the old seat, with new suspension, new seat. It's got little short armrests, but you know, you're still right here to grab everything. Yeah. I think it was well worth the money. That being said, we're going to wrap up here, and we're going to run over to the other farm and put another seat in the 29 case, because we got an air suspension for it too, just to make it ride better. So we'll catch up with y'all over there.
On to the next project. Dalton is in here, setting our Midland radio in here, and the phone mount in here, and we got the baler monitor already in here on the Kubota. So we're putting Midlands in here so we can keep up with each other. So I got Midland here, putting our phone mount here, and got our baler mounted up. Alex is over here, and we're working on putting the air ride seat in 2090. So with it, it's a little different. If we didn't get a seat, because the seat's in good shape, we just got a air ride system and a mounting plate and 2 rails. So we'll have to build a harness for it, looks like, which is in the instructions, which we got wire for that. So we'll get to pulling this seat out. Actually working on pulling it out now. It looks like this will mount. Straight to the base in the tractor. Then we'll put the plate on top of it, and then the rails, or the rails and the plate. Yeah, that's it. But anyway, we'll get to it. First issue we found is we've got the seat out of the 2090. This is a manual seat, not hydraulic seat. What we've ended up ordering is a hydraulic plate to replace hydraulic plate. Well, it ain't gonna work. So we can try to take a seat apart and put it on the air ride. It ain't gonna work. Because we can't take a seat apart because it's built into that spring. It's all one system, and that thing weighs 5,000 pounds. I swear it's heavy. So, change of plans. What we are going to do is we are going to put the other seat that we have extra because they lost one. We're just going to call them, pay for it, and keep it. We're going to put this other seat in the tractor. So I just got back from Alex's place. So this other seat here, this one, which is John Deere brown, but should look fine there. Will mount up. It will mount up to that air ride. The air ride is correct for the tractor. That seat will fix the air ride. So we're gonna put that seat in that tractor. It should go from there. And Dalton has almost got, he's got to see what Dalton's got going on here. We've got the Midland radio mounted. So he's got mounted, wired up here, he's got Midland mounted. And he's ready to go. He's just tucking the wires in here, hiding the wires. He's about done with that. You need to loosen that one up a little bit and tuck it back in there, so get a little bit out. Or get a little slack in it so it gets back up in there. Okay, you got it's too tight. So he's gonna get that done, and Alex just pulled back up. He had to run to town and grab a inline fuse because I didn't have one. I thought I didn't. So he's got that. So we're gonna finish taking this old slide out of this tractor here and get the new air ride put in and go from there. Well, got her in there. Got her in there, got it wired up. It works good. Got a little bounce to it. We did have to take these rails off here, these rails right here off, and adjust them wider, which really wasn't that hard, just taking the seat cushion off and putting them on. So, got her in there. She's good to go. We're done for tonight. So we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow when we're into something else, or next time we're into something. Back at it again today. A little windy this morning to spray. It's supposed to calm down here in about an hour or so. We might do a little spraying. A little too wet to plant this morning, so we might do some planting this afternoon. We'd let the wind kind of dry everything out. Might get it filled this afternoon. So we're finishing off the plantings on the case this morning. We have put a manual thermostat in here because this factory electronic one, it don't always work and we don't trust it. We are going to put a power switch in it, so we're going to put a Midland radio in this thing before we're cutting hay. And to match the one in the Kubota we got. So we got a manual thermostat here. Ended up having to drill a small hole back here, which we didn't really want to. But we had to, and fish it through the firewall before the tack goes through that. Then we'll get some mount of some Midland over here and get a power point off the key so the power point will go off and we'll plug it in like that. That's what we're working on right now. And maybe we'll get in the field here in a little bit. If keeps drying out, the sun's out now, wind's blowing, and like I said, maybe I'll spray this afternoon, maybe I'll plant corn, but we're getting a little bit of stuff knocked off right now. Kind of go from there. Other thing we're gonna do is, this thing has a factory foam that went right through here that has disintegrated. Ain't nothing left of it. So we got some foam left over. We are about to replace this foam here. Basically it's made to make sure you pull air through the radiator. So we'll make us a new foam for it.
Yeah, I think that'll work just fine.
I think that'll work just fine. So we got one piece here for some packages and things we ordered, and we got some of that 1/2-inch foam with us from doing the interior of the John Deere today. We can double up and get in there.
I keep a sharp knife, Bubba. Look at that.
He keeps a knife sharp around there, Dalton.
Yeah.
He better keep his knife sharp. So we're gonna get that stuck in there. We'll put some glue on it, just like we did on the interior of the John, and replace that foam. We'll get the other side too here in a minute, probably. Oh yeah.
Hey, I think it's supposed to be. Where's my glue at?
Almost professional.
I ain't sniffed enough of this stuff in the last 2 days.
No, you haven't. Like that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the side of each spray. It ain't sticking out as far as the factory stuff, but
But it still help pull air forward that. And it's,
make it keep it going through the radiator.
yeah.
I think that's what it's for anyway. I don't know.
I think that's what it's for. It's got, I think it,
Pretend like it is.
yeah. So I'm gonna put one on this side here too. See, that's well that foam looked. Ain't much left of it. Got it hooked up here. Mic set up here. We set a power point down in here, off of it. Ran the wires back up under here under a floorboard and caught a hot off the key here. Planted this to be one of the hay tractors. I had the Kubota, I had the case, pipe on the bow of the Kubota, probably raking hay with the case most likely. Because you can idle to the field of case, you ain't gonna burn much fuel out, you know, raking hay. Rake's good, get a good air conditioner, so probably rake with this. But I have 2 radios in it now, just like we do when we cut corn or beans and we talk to each other, especially with probably the boys on running one of the tractors. I can keep up with them and know what's going on. They have trouble, they ain't gotta worry about cell phones. Have radios talk to each other. Got the thermostat mounted over here. So we are set to go. It's dried out. It has quit raining. I think we're gonna see if we can do something else out there. May go plant some corn. Hopefully we can jump in there hilltop, so we'll be able to jump on that. Remember, thumbs up that video, hit that subscribe button. As always, good Lord willing, we'll catch you on the flip side. Till next.